There is before COVID-19 and there is after COVID-19. The after is slowly entering our lives. The governments are giving us new guidelines, all the different federations are making up new rules, and fact is the society is bit by bit boosting up life again. Everyone is reacting to the reopening. Now, don't you think it would be sad if we would just fall back into a system without trying to take benefit of all this and to make it better? I have created a questionary with only 5 questions to plan the upcoming times and to avoid falling back into the wheel of a hamster, or as I call it, the tornado of life. In the last weeks, we had to live a new way of life. Everything was closed except for the supermarkets. Not allowed to be in a group with more than 5 people, 2 meters distance to every person you meet, trying not to touch too many surfaces. A handful of planes leaving the airports where usually hundreds of them fly every single day. Kids homeschooling, introducing the home office. The most crowded streets in the world, empty. Every speech and conference cancelled. People losing jobs, and worst of it, people losing loved ones to a shitty, tiny, little virus. It's like a cheap science fiction movie. And most of us agree that the coronavirus is a wake-up call. Remember the question, is it enough to make a change? Do you think it's enough to take responsibility? I would like to say, I hope so, but I don't believe in hoping for something. Just lazy people hope. I believe in doing, even if it is doing nothing. And that is why now it is the perfect time to create a plan to start to live a better life than before, so that this COVID-19 makes a little bit sense. Shall we sit down and look at some critical questions? Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anna, also called the Time Expert. And I hope this episode finds you in a healthy state. How are you doing? Still standing? Yeah, this has been a very challenging time, and I do understand if some of us have fallen. Just hoping you got up again. I had some interesting, deep thinking weeks. The first 10 days, I was walking around like a living question mark. Then I started questioning everything, which is good. I do this regularly and helps me to orientate where I am standing in life. And you were with me, thinking about what's normality, the meaning of life and all that. But now I'm ready to create the plan. The questionary includes 3 different times we have to look at. The past, how was your life before COVID-19? The present, how did you live or how are you living your experience with the restrictions? And the future, what do you want to keep or change for the upcoming time? Take a piece of paper, open up your notebook and let's get to work. Start with the questions and don't be too eager with making it right. Just be honest with yourself and take notes. And just work with the issues which speak to you. And if you want to, make it together with your partner or with your kids or all by yourself. And most important, take your time. Because some questions will be working in your subconscious mind before you find answers or solutions. Now, the first step is to name the main domains you want to think about. You could divide it into family, business, friends, health, love life, or just simply call it mind, body, soul. And now let's start with question number 1A. Let's make it simple and let's start with keeping the best out of the restrictions or the best out of this time we experienced. What was the upside in all this? What did you like or what do you like about it? Could be that you like working at home, or you like that you don't have the need to see your friends, or talking more on the phone again, empty agendas, you consume less, well, you name it. These were just a few examples. Now you go to number 1B question. Look at the mentioned answers and ask yourself what you have to do to be able to keep it that way. And this includes a little more in-depth thoughts. Take the example, you like the empty agenda. Well, how can you keep it that way? Maybe completely empty isn't possible, but less than before. An idea for you could be, as I do, I never schedule phone calls. I always say, I'm available next Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. Just call whenever it fits you. If I don't answer, I will call you back. Works outstanding. Question number 2. Is there anything you are missing? And if so, what is it and why? In the beginning, you might have missed going out to restaurants. Is that still the case? And if yes, why? Maybe because you're missing socializing, or maybe you miss tasty food. The why is very interesting, and it will show you some values you like to have in your life. Question number 3 is about your belief system, because there might have been a few changes happening. What were some beliefs you had before which you feel have changed? Before I believed that, and now I think like that. You thought that the home office was a bad idea, now you think it's even a good thing. An example, I always thought that my train rides were good for my writing. Today I say bullshit, because now I know how much better I write in isolation. Question number 4, tabula rasa. Let's start with a clean slate. Imagine having a table in front of you. Place everything from your life on this table. And you could make a drawing or really put notes up here on the table. And the second step is, imagine you sweep it all away. And now you stand in front of an empty table. What will you put back on? Maybe you put your family back on. Oh, that's good. Perhaps you place some of your friends back there. Or maybe some of the things stay down there on the floor. Look at them and find out maybe why. No, maybe just how you can remove them from your life in the future. Question number 5, the last one. Deal with the knots. Perhaps it's time to take a temporary break from pursuing goals to find the knots in the garden hose that, once removed, will make everything else better and easier. The knots are limiting you. The knots are in your way. What or who are the knots? Try to identify them with your gut feeling and make a list. Look at them. Think about how you could remove them. And often it's about saying no to something. Solving the knots will make you lighthearted. It's not an easy thing, but it's a very good question. Now, if you work with all those questions, you will feel the direction you want to go in the future. And they will motivate you to go with confidence into the reopening. It's such a beautiful opportunity to see this as a huge chance for you, for your relations, your work, and to keep a healthy, balanced life, and maybe to start not a new life, but a little bit a new life maybe. Well, my dear listeners out there, when the plan is done, make it visible. It shall be your smooth reminder during the reopening to stay courageous. And you can even go further and make a vow to yourself that you are not going back to the wheel of a hamster. Do a ritual to mark it as a new beginning by taking an ice bath or dancing naked around the fire, or you pick one of your ideas maybe. And now, let's take a break. Go and do the most loving thing you can do to yourself or to someone else right now. Enjoy it and take care and bye. And by the way, if you want the questionary as a document, you will be able to find it in my members club coming up very soon. And last but not least, it would be an honor to hear about your thoughts about this subject or about your new plan. So feel free to share it with me by leaving a comment or sharing them via email or on my homepage. Anything else?
Yes.
Yes.
To meet your members club, can you more explain with that?
Explain a little bit more about the members club. Well, the members club, it's almost ready. It's now up to me to upload videos. I already have a video online course. It's called Let's Have a break together on why breaks are so important in our lives. Then we have articles. Every article you can read or you can listen to it because I also have an audio file. And there will be an online course with the 3.8 daily planner. That's how we're going to start. And then I'm just going to put my universe in there.
Every week?
Oh,
New content?
every week or whenever.
Every day we are.
No. When I'm ready, I put it up. But that's quite often. That will be quite often. Like a few times a month. Okay, a few times a month. and by the way, it's no, I forgot what I wanted to say. Members club. It's gonna be great. Is that good?
But how much cost?
How much cost? It's gonna be about $6 a month or about $53 a year for the members club. Nice. Okay, bye.